Exactly. So we're still here at Call of the Wild. It's still Friday. It is nice and sunny, and funnily enough, I have got Straight for the Sun with me. How are you doing, guys?
Pretty
You
good,
right?
yeah, pretty warm,
amazing,
like you said. Yeah.
So, as I've asked every band, I saw you set earlier on.
Yep.
How did it go? How do you feel it went?
Absolutely.
Really good.
Absolutely, yeah. We couldn't be happier, you know, especially like you said on the stage with the circumstances and everything as well. But yeah, no, we absolutely loved every minute of it up there.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, hearing the crowd sing like that back to us, that last song was
They were loud,
phenomenal.
man.
Phenomenal,
They were loud.
so.
Yeah.
First circle pit of the festival, I heard.
Yeah, first circle pit of the festival.
Yeah.
We
By
love
the
it.
devil himself.
It was, yeah. I got a shot of that, so
Awesome.
I'll link that in to the video. So
Awesome.
anybody out there watching on YouTube can have a look at that. That was a fun circle pit. That was.
Yeah, for sure,
definitely.
Man. Yeah.
Now, it's been a long time coming, because I remember being here last year and getting the flyer saying you guys were going to be playing this year, so
Yeah,
you've had a long
the
wait,
one.
haven't you?
Yeah.
Definitely, yeah. it's
How
kind of-
how did that happen then, that you were booked already last year?
So I think it originally came from Dan, the manager of ours. We were DC Sound Attack, and bless him, we're kind of not privy to how it originated, but we were kind of told one day, like, yo, do you want to play Call of the Wild next year? And we're not going to say no to it.
Yeah. we'll make that happen.
Without
we
a
can
doubt.
make that happen. Yeah.
But yeah, no, you're absolutely right. It felt like it was one of them things that was just forever away. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh no, it's next week. But yeah, no, it's absolutely great. It's absolutely worth the wait.
Yeah, and between last year and this year, I saw you on tour. You were supporting Haxan.
Yeah.
How did that go? And you've been touring as well, haven't you, this year? How's all the touring
We've
been
done a couple of
going?
bits and pieces. Well, the Haxan, that was great. That was DC as well, wasn't it?
That was
DC Sound
yeah.
Attack sorted that out for us. Great people. Really love Haxan. They looked after us.
Fantastic story.
Played some cool venues. What was the one in Blackpool that Lemmy was involved in? What's it really called?
Waterloo.
Yeah.
That was one. That was one. of my
That was
favourites,
the highlight, I think. The crowd was really good as well, but the venue was cool as well. So good stuff all around.
Being in a room surrounded by kind of Lemmy's memorabilia, so that you
his
can't
amp
complain
stack
about
and
that.
everything.
There's
That was
Iron
really-
Maiden stuff in there as well. I remember there's Iron Maiden guitars.
There is, yeah.
Yeah. Great
But
place.
yeah, no, great talk, those guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and what else have you played? You've toured with other people, haven't you?
Oh,
Remind me
we did
who
Winter's
you've
End not
toured
too
with.
long ago.
Yeah.
So we just
yeah.
did Winter's End started this. Was that like February time, I think?
Yeah, sort of end
You-
of February.
it's round about-
Over in
Around about that time.
Yeah.
That was another first for us, but what an experience as well. Like,
Amazing, yeah.
incredible.
We had
So-
that opening slot on the Sunday, and we were like, we hope people come out, but everybody was there. Everybody came out. It was really cool. Yeah.
Definitely, and then just a few shows here and there. I think we've done like a weekend or two, haven't we? Just kind of
Yeah,
Yeah.
we did
around
something
doing
on
a few
the sort of
things.
October time we went on a tour, didn't we?
Yes, we did. God, they all kind of merge into one.
Yeah.
But so we've done a few little bits here and there. I think it's looking at the future now, like what can we get booked in, and what we can kind of do that way.
Yeah.
What venues we still need to hit up that we've missed, things like that. So,
Yeah. So we'll talk about the future in a bit, but
sure.
the past, catch me up, because like I said, I saw you supporting Haxan, but apart from that, don't know much about you. So how did you guys get together, and the other two that are missing? We'll talk about that.
Yeah,
we'll get to
later.
them, get to
Get to
them.
that later. And where does the name come from?
Which one you want first? The name origin or
I
the
want
band
everything.
origin? All right, cool.
You do it.
Well, the band sort of the people came first before Straight for the Sun, right? So I used to be in a pop punk band. We were doing really well. We had loads of gigs booked, and then the other guys, because I used to live in Stratford-on-Avon, now I'm in Birmingham, the distance was a bit much. They sort of just went, can't be asked. Sorry, man. And I was like, what? We just booked the O2 Academy? You joking? So the only other musician I knew that time was Paulie, who's the other guitarist that's not here today. So it was a month away from this O2 gig. I called Paulie and was like, you want to play the O2 if you can find me a whole band? And he said, yeah, give me 2 weeks. Got people together, and the rest was history. Unfortunately, two of the people he found, they're not in the band anymore. The music direction wasn't for them. I think we'll say that. We'll say that. And then we got Jamie, the drummer, who's not here. And then
It's a theme going.
yeah. And then we got Oz, the bassist, and then Callum, the singer. And then that was sort of it, really.
It's 9 years later, here we are.
yeah. We wanted to be called Tempest for a while, but we realised there's 4 bands called Tempest, so that wasn't
Oh, right,
great.
yeah.
So Straight for the Sun, that came from me going to a rave. I was in the smoking shelter because people are very chatty in rave smoking shelters, as you may know. And this guy came up to me and was like, "You all right, mate? Are you having a good time?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm having a good time. How are you?" He's like, "Mate, I'm flying straight for the sun today." And he walked off, and I was like,
we can take that. we can use that one.
ring to it, and I thought it was really funny, so I just, that's where it came from.
We like that, mate. Oh, that is a good story about that.
It's what we sat on. It's what we sat on.
Yeah, so that was it.
So, have you got any music out there? Albums, streaming?
We've
Talk
got
us
an
about
EP and a couple of singles off our upcoming album out already. We haven't released anything for a while because we did a lot of gigs last year, and that we sort of wanted to have a bit of fun with that. But this year is hardcore recording, so we're hoping to get a lot more stuff done, more stuff on the way. But yeah, we've got a whole EP and a couple of singles out there right now on everything, music videos on YouTube and everything.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Without a doubt, definitely a lot to check out. I think it's like Tom said as well. Just kind of go on that. So we've got, I think, 2 singles at the moment from the upcoming album.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's literally, I think all this summer for us is just going to be pretty much living in the studio, trying to get that finished, trying to get that out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and everything's already available on everywhere that you think you could find us, as Spotify and Amazon, and
Bang on.
Apple's there, and YouTube, and you can find us quite easily.
Cool. As I always do, I'll put a link to that in the description of this video
Have a
so
look.
everybody can check that out. But I always have to ask, see as I'm an old fogey, any physical media, CDs?
we know what we need to buy.
So,
We did have them.
We did.
have them.
Yeah, we
But
did
they sold
used
out.
to. We've run out. We're getting more. We're actually, I don't know whether this is a confirmed thing, but I know that we are looking at getting physical CDs of all of our singles, because up until the EP, some of the singles that have come out, people hear them, on Spotify, but people want to hear them in the car, so we're thinking of, before we actually produce our main album that everyone's waiting for, we'll be producing probably a limited run edition of here are all the singles that we've done.
Everything up to now kind of
Yeah,
thing.
maybe as the bonus, also here's the EP attached to it, so it's a bit more of a catalogue to get everybody up to date for here's the album.
Yes.
Is the plan.
Yeah.
And when that's coming out, that'll be on your social medias, I guess. Is that
Absolutely.
right? You're all
Without a doubt.
social media'd up,
Yeah.
aren't you?
Without a doubt,
We are,
it'll be
we are,
posted all over it. We'll probably annoy the hell out of you guys with it.
That's fine. Annoy us. And again, all the social media links are in this video, so scroll down, folks, if you've not done that already.
Definitely.
So, aspirations of when this album's going to be coming out. Any thoughts?
The absolute best case scenario is the end of this year.
Yeah.
That is the absolute best case scenario.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't hold us to it. That's the best case scenario.
Maybe we'll look at start of next year.
More realistic is start of next year. If something has gone wrong, it'll be towards the end of next year, but it will definitely be then, because we have things in the works that need to be planned for when the album is coming out.
Yeah.
So
for sure,
there's
for sure.
big things
Big things coming soon, yeah.
but they need to align with the time that the album's coming out. So it will be absolutely, it has to be the end of next year.
Yeah.
But that is the absolute latest.
Yeah. For sure.
Optimistically,
We'd much rather it sooner.
Yeah.
And we will try everything we can to get it sooner.
But of course, there'll be singles until that big album release, right?
Without a
So
doubt,
there'll
we
be
are
new
not
music
going to
before.
go quiet until then.
yeah, there'll be
absolutely.
things drip feed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any idea on a single release? What
You
the,
see,
what the song?
so
which
we
song
we
you're
have
gonna be
actually basically written all the songs for the album now. So now we're picking which one's the singles, what's the order it's going to be in, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So
We're just arguing over our favourite.
just
now.
arguing basically.
Just
Yeah.
arguing over our favourite.
We do have things that are sat, mixed, mastered, and ready, but it's just getting all of the infrastructure around it. So there are plans being made, there are videos being done in the background, and it is going to turn up full force. It's just we're half releasing stuff whilst finishing the rest of the stuff in the background, if you kind of know what I mean. So there is no final deadline for this is when everything will be done or when things are going to be released, but we have things ready to go. So it's sort of just a watch this space situation.
Yeah. That's the best way to go. Watch your space.
Yeah.
So I shall be watching this space for hopefully maybe a Christmas present this year, if not.
Fingers crossed.
I can definitely
Worst
imagine
case
so. I can
scenario,
definitely
a
imagine
Christmas
so.
present next year.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's the future. Let's talk right today because I have questions.
I imagine
Seeing
so.
your set, I have questions. Okay, let's start with Mr. Bassist. Why were you in A&E last night or the night before?
So essentially, me and my wonderful wife went to pick up some furniture that should have been delivered to my house, but we were in Bulgaria, so it got delivered to the shop where it was made. I turned up. My wife is not capable of lifting it because she has injuries that she can't lift. So it was up to me and the little old lady who runs the furniture shop. But I thought, well, she works there. Maybe she's got that farmer strength. You just don't know about.
Years of the
She
furniture
doesn't.
trade.
And this thing's like bubble wrapped, so there's no grip. But we picked it up, and then she immediately dropped it, and I sort of fell, and there was a lot of crunch, 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 crunch. Couldn't walk. Still can't really walk. Went to A&E, and it turns out that the muscle between like my lower lumbar and pelvis is ripped, so I can't walk for the foreseeable. I'm going to physio to get this so I can relearn how to walk. But this was less than 24 hours notice. So I was like, well, I can hold a bass. I know the songs, just put me out there and I'll...
Yeah, you'd have been on a chair as well.
Yeah, we would have been on a chair. Like, usually
It was
I
happening.
am running around the stage, but due to not being able to walk properly, as long as I was there and I was providing it,
Yeah,
then,
yeah.
Without-
Oh, you still gave it 100% though.
yeah, we did.
Fantastic.
We did everything that we could. We always give it 100%. It doesn't matter what it is. But regardless of whether I can walk or not, there's people who
We had to give it
there's people here who had our T-shirts that they travelled to come and see us. It's like
Yeah.
people paid money for this. Like,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
can't-
yeah,
I
yeah,
can't
yeah. That's not
just
lost on
not
us
do
either,
this.
you know?
I can't just not do it if I have the ability to do it. So we pulled through. It came out pretty good. So
Yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah. Cool. So, secondly, there are 3 of you here.
There are.
Straight for the Sun has 5 members.
We are a 5-piece.
Why are the other 2 not here?
I mean, I think Paulie, the guitarist, he couldn't come for a while because he'd had a long-term holiday planned, and I think we got told about this like after he planned the holiday. So he was like, "I paid the money, I can't really
it's in
back out."
Greece, isn't it?
Yeah,
I think he is in Greece.
Yeah,
He is in
yeah.
Greece.
Alright.
And the drummer, he got a last-minute wedding invite. Is that right?
Yeah,
It was
It was
something
one
like
of his best mates,
his
yeah.
basically, I think his best mate, he was getting married on like a really short notice basis, was like, oh yeah, it's pretty much in like a month or 2 kind of thing. So, and he bless Nick. So Nick and Sam, big shout out to those guys. Nick from Nameless helped us out loads. Sam from Blackwater Fiend helped us out loads. So massive shout to those guys as well, because it would have been hard to make today
In
happen without
fact,
them.
when you saw us with Haxan, Nick was our drummer then as well. So
Oh, was he?
he covered
Yeah.
Jamie for that tour as well.
Look at the
Can't
theme here,
remember
Jamie
what
not being in it.
Yeah, he might as well be in it. Yeah.
But no, big shout to those guys. It would have been hard to make today happen without them.
100%, man. 100%.
Definitely helped us out loads. But yeah, so that's why those 2 aren't here. We are normally a 5-piece. If you saw us today, yeah, you won't see those guys again.
Yeah, you probably will. Maybe not
Maybe at
together.
some point.
Maybe not
You'll
together.
probably see him again.
Yeah.
And you mentioned it's a bit of a cursed gig because number 3, which dickhead forgot the merch?
Yeah, that'll do it. So, funnily enough, so I didn't register until. So I talked to someone in the crowd earlier, and they're like, "Oh, we'll see you at the merch stand later." And genuinely, with a straight face, not even thinking about it, I turned to him and went, yeah, we'll see you later. Then I even went over to the merch stand and was like, oh, we'll be over in 10 minutes, I'll give you the merch. That went absolutely fantastic. Then I walked back over to our van and went, I didn't pack the merch.
You're no secret. Nick said when we landed, "Oh, I thought we'd missed the merch in the van when we set off."
Ah, Nick!
So Nick.
You know what? I take away responsibility. Nick's fault.
Yeah, we'll blame it. It's Buddy Deps.
But yeah, no, that is on me. Whoops.
So anybody who's seen you at Call of the Wild today and they want some merch, got a website where they can
We
get
do.
some
We
merch
literally
from?
looked at this the other week.
Yeah.
We're going to try and make sure we've got all the stock that we have on there, and then we'll process
Yeah,
orders.
you can find it on Bandcamp.
Yeah, Bandcamp's the place.
Bandcamp,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, that's the one.
Again, link in the description, folks.
Yeah. So, thank you.
And something that I want to ask, it's a really hot day and you had pyros.
Yeah.
What was that like? Because we got come to the front on your last song and I could feel the heat from where
Yeah,
I was.
it
What was it
was.
like there?
It was a bit warm.
It was a bit warm, but the thing is that the sun was behind us and has been for most of the day, so the stage wasn't as warm as it looks.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it's
true,
covered
that
as
is
well.
true.
It was covered up, yeah. But no, the pyro was just a great.
It was
fun.
wicked.
It was
It
a
was
very last minute
wicked.
addition, but we thought we'll give it a go. We didn't think it was like the 3-jet all over the place thing. We thought that was like one upward kind of thing. But yeah, so when
Even better.
Yeah, that first song scared because they said just take 2 steps back for these songs. And we're like, all right. So we took 2 steps back, and then they all just couldn't see. It was just flames. So we're like, all right, Jesus.
I did nearly set my hair on
But I
fire.
was going
though.
to say, someone didn't take 2 steps back, did they?
So,
Someone
oh,
was
you know
there.
what?
This one wasn't
First
there.
2 songs, I was fine. I was prepared. I must have been so in the moment in that last song that I'm headbanging at the front, and then I hear, I feel fire just there. And there's a really funny photo of me, if
There's
you
a great
can
picture,
manage
yeah.
to find it
Yeah,
online, of just me trying not to set my hair on fire. A little bit scared that it nearly got me about here, but yeah.
I think
So
we'll have to put that on.
Yeah, we'll
Instagram.
upload it.
we'll upload it. It's too funny not to. But
too funny,
yeah, basically, we all got away without setting ourselves on fire. So I'm gonna take that as a victory.
Yeah.
Let me take that.
Oh
as a
yeah,
victory.
take that as a win.
100%.
Take that as a win. And I want to mention one song because it was quite moving, and you talked about it, and I think you know what I'm gonna say because you said it took a long time to write a song about your father.
Yeah.
How did that getting that song finished? How did that feel? Was it really freeing, or was it?
It was.
terrifying?
It was. You know, all of it. So it was. You know, like I said on stage, it is something that I think, you know, being a musician, he's even the reason that I play music. So it was such a coming of age kind of thing when I actually got it, and you know, I still wanted to pick at it and still wanted to refine it, but it's the closest I ever got of just doing him any justice and doing his memory any justice, and you know, it's something that actually every time now we get to play a show, it's beautiful because I get to kind of honour his memory every time. So it's amazing that I have the opportunity, and the lads again allow me to have that opportunity to do that, and it's incredible. But yeah, it's tough, it's terrifying, it was scary, it was exciting, it was all of the emotions, yeah, without a doubt.
And for anybody who don't know what song we're talking about, what's the song title called?
It's called Fall Away.
Fall Away.
One of
the
the
one.
singles off the album. Yeah.
So thank you. I was going to ask that. And just keeping on that subject, when you're performing that on stage, how do you kind of like hold yourself together? Because it must be so emotional.
It is tough. It's really tough, if I'm honest. There's some nights where, you know, it can just, you know, get a lot, let's say. But I think the thing is especially first times we did it, it was kind of hard to control and like know where to put that emotion and know how to let it out. But I think especially doing it quite a few times now, we've run it on tour, we've run it a fair few shows and festivals, it actually kind of makes me happy. It is a beautiful way to honour him. I can talk about him. I get to, you know, even things like right now where, you know, I get to share his memory, talk about him, and it does the song justice as well. It's hard to hold him, but it's always phenomenal.
Well, all I want to say is thanks for sharing something personal.
Thank you so
for
much.
you, Gwen. It's a really, really lovely song. So if anybody's not heard it, check them out.
Check it out.
Check it out. So we've got Future now. Then album coming out. Blah blah.
Hell yeah.
Whenever. What about more touring? Yeah,
We
you
are
got
planning things, but we can't say yet.
Okay.
They are kind of
secret.
Yeah.
There are plans in the works. A lot of it is for the end of this year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I was going to say. Dates.
Sort of
When you
event.
got November, December.
Sort of October, November, but we can't give exact dates because we don't know the dates. Like we're still.
We're sounding very ominous right now.
Yeah, no. a lot of the times when the band's like, oh, we can't really tell, it's because they don't know. otherwise we'd just tell you.
Yeah, for sure.
But no, there's definitely things in the works, and as I said, next year there's very, very big things in the works that are all going to be aligning for this massive album. So
Some really cool things, yeah.
some very, very big things.
Yeah. But when you're out next, will you get sneak peeks of the songs that are on the album?
We have been trialing a couple of songs the past couple of gigs.
Yep.
We didn't do one because I really messed it up at the one year. So yeah, it kind of scared me. So we didn't do that for a while. But we will be playing some more singles to test them out for sure.
Yeah, so before anything gets fully mastered and done, it will be trialed. in front of an audience so we can gauge.
Yeah.
And we may do it a few times, but we genuinely don't know which song until we look at the audience to go, I think they may like this one.
Yeah.
And then we'll try and see what the vibe is, and that better helps us to, okay, where are we going to slot this in the album? Where are we going to even do this live again? Because some of them, you've got great album songs that don't work live sometimes, you don't know unless we try it. But that is the luck of the draw on the day that you're at the gig. There may be, especially from now until the album release, there's going to be things sneaking in.
It's just a chance
As
it
a
might happen,
surprise,
kind of
yeah,
thing.
just to see what the vibe is, and yeah, that's the best way to do it.
Yeah,
so the audience, to see what.
We're keeping you on your toes.
So you're going to come to every gig to catch every possible,
It's the only way.
That's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. No, you don't know the date. I was going to say.
Unfortunately, not. We're sounding very ominous.
Yeah. So I was going to ask because I live around here in Lincoln, so East Midlands is my area. I was going to ask if you're going to be. That's why I went when I saw you with Haxon. That was at Sheffield.
Yes.
Will it be round about that area? Will you be coming this area?
wanna
See,
do
You're going to say I don't know, don't you?
We always love playing Sheffield and Nottingham, so I imagine kind of this East Midlands
that's
area.
good, yeah.
It's very rare. It's very rare we've ever done a tour that hasn't had Sheffield or Nottingham.
Sheffield or not, it'll be one of the
because
two. Yeah.
We always try and get up north because north has a slightly different audience to the south, and it's just generally a little bit better.
Yeah.
So we normally end up coming here anyway.
Yeah.
We do like playing the North quite a bit.
Yeah.
Cool. So I shall try and check you out towards the end of this year when you're around here.
Awesome.
But the meantime, are you sticking around this weekend, or have you got to shoot back to
Just
finish off this
today.
album?
So
We'll be staying for the whole of today.
well, we got all of today.
I'm gigging tomorrow, and the Dep is gigging tomorrow. The work carries on, I'm afraid.
yeah.
But yeah, so we are definitely going to make the most of today. 100%.
Lovely. Well, enjoy the rest of the day. Straight for the sun.
Thank you
It's
so
been
much.
Yeah, thanks for
great
having
to
us.
meet you.
Great to
And
meet
we'll
you.
catch you up again on the road.
Hell yeah,
Thank
man.
you
See you
very
out
much.
there.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Cool.